Hi team, it's Jeff Williams. I'm here another Sunday night putting a little message together, and I want to share a thought with you that I think will help you have a fantastic week this week and help us all get better as we're elevating our game here in 2014. I'm in the office outside our little imagination station, our little fuel pump here, a Fire Chief gas pump that we just acquired just to give us that little funky feel in here and make it feel automotive. Just don't ask Jill about the spiders that came out of it the day after we put it up here. That kind of freaks gals out. Anyway, just to share with you, last week we talked about how we are maximizing opportunities and unlocking the doors to opportunities by doing what we do. Well, today I want to talk about another important element that's part of the DNA of Absolute Results. You see, part of what we do at Absolute Results very, very well, and it makes us the best in the world doing what we do, is we bring dealers solutions. We're a solution provider to car dealers. And I want to talk today about 3 very specific things that you can do in the store to be a solution provider. You know, I was talking with one of our trainers this week, Brad Stewart, and we're talking about the power of the phones and this appointment-driven event we have. And Brad shared with me one of his personal goals every time he goes into a store that has new or green salespeople. He talked about how he takes those people under his wing, he works specifically with them, and his goal is that when he leaves the store and the private sale is over, that they are masters on the phone at creating opportunity. They may not be the best closers yet, they may not have the best product knowledge yet, they may not be the best storytellers yet, but when he leaves, they know how to pick up the phone and create appointments and create opportunities so they won't starve on the floor for lack of opportunities. That's being a great solution provider. Another story I'll share with you was talking with, I believe it was Chad, and we were talking about an event he did at a Hyundai dealership, where they had a Hyundai, I believe it was an Equus, 400 and something days old, in stock. So what did he do? He put it right in the middle of the showroom, and every customer that came into the private sale, he gave them a walk around on the Equus, and they sold that car that day. Now, how many times have we talked about working with dealers, taking their oldest new car inventory and filling the showroom with that inventory? Because if people see it and they have to walk around it, we're probably going to sell it. So that's a second way that you can be a solution provider for the dealer. A third thing that I'll talk about as far as being a solution provider for the dealerships, and this is another great story, talking to one of the trainers just this week. We're talking about how Chrysler has a strategy of using base model or price leaders to bring traffic in. And it's a very smart strategy, very effective. Matter of fact, when I was speaking with the president of Polk Canada, we talked about the #1 conquesting tool that any OEM has. Whether it's BMW, Audi, General Motors, Chrysler, it's a low payment. And it isn't interesting that Chrysler has been leading market share growth in their segment with price leaders. What's BMW doing right now? And Audi, their lease payments on their new entry-level vehicles, they're conquesting business. So this trainer and I talked about this Chrysler strategy, but then some of the frustration when he goes into a store and they don't have any CVP vans. And the CVP van has been all over the invite and the conquest flyer. So this trainer talked about how he took the only van they had, the cheapest van, I think it was $27,000 net of rebates and incentives, a full $8,000 more than the CVP. But he made a point when customers came in looking for an inexpensive van of demoing it, showing the different features and walking around that van and showing them what they would get for their money. Because we could get them a CVP van. That van is available, but let me show you one that's a better value. And not only did he demo it, the trainer talked about the increased value when they go to resell their van because they've got a van that's not a base model. And again, when we looked at the payments over 96 months, it was only a difference of $20-something bi-weekly. So my friends, those are 3 opportunities as trainers where we can be solution providers for dealers at our events. Helping those new green salespeople be effective on the phone so they'll never starve for lack of opportunity. Number 2, helping the dealer sell his oldest new cars in stock by putting them in the showroom. Right. And then number 3, as we work with the sales team, helping them take that price strategy, that price leader strategy, and sell value and sell the whole inventory. So let's put those strategies to work. Let's continue to get better, and happy selling.